Greeting, folks. I hope you're well. I had a session with a client, and we talked about something that happens just way too often, and I thought to make a video, and probably that becomes a benefit to all of us. So what happened is the client had a challenge, or what was perceived by the default mind as a failure, and she wanted to talk about that. So I respectfully asked her to hold on and let's go over the successes, the wins she's had in the past 2 weeks. And there were plenty, so we could have easily jot down 10 of those. And yet, interestingly, the default mind had picked up the one seemingly failure, which the intentional mind actually sees it as an opportunity. So why does the default mind do that? Why does it forget the 10 successes, the wins? And there were major wins. I mean, one of them was that her team had told her something about you is changing in a positive way. And that's beautiful. And also her boss had mentioned something in that effect. So these are great achievements. Yet the mind had focused on the seemingly problem. The default mind does that because the default mind is meant to do that. The default mind has one and only one objective: to keep you safe. Hence, it focuses on what it perceives as being a threat. So it forgets everything else. It's not meant to make you happy. It's not meant to make you grow. It's meant to keep you safe. So it's doing its job pretty well. It is the intentional mind and the no-mind intelligence's objective to help you and to make you and to see you growing. Therefore, when such situations arise, basically is an opportunity for growth. That's what it is. It's not a sign of defeat. It's not a sign of failure. It's just a next step in your growth. What do you think your wins and successes are made of? They are made of transforming what seems as a threat to a learning. That's what it is. You transmute, you transform, and therefore you move to a higher stage of consciousness. We do that through reframing. So what comes up as a threat is just a sign. It's a sign that you sit down and ask, all right, what is trying to come forth in here? What is trying to make sense? What is asking for my intentional mind's attention? Oh, is perceiving this situation as a threat, as a failure. Very well. That's the default mind's interpretation. Is there any other way of interpreting this situation? Intentional mind says, oh, it's a challenge, it's a learning, it's an opportunity. So you engage the intentional mind, and as you learn to not judge the situations as bad, negative, and so on, you grow. It's a learning process. When I look back to myself, my own experiences and my clients' experiences, the biggest transformation were the result of the seemingly challenges. What challenged me and my clients, they end up being the biggest learning of all. So that's all it is. You're on a learning path. What is required of you and me is to not get drowned in the default mind's interpretations. That's all. It's not the voice of the God speaking. It's just the default mind that is trying to keep you safe as best as it can. That's all. It does not have any other goals or interpretations. As simple as that. So, what you and I are to do, the practice you have to journal your wins. That's the first step. The process to dialogue with the challenges or what is perceived as a threat by the default mind, some of you have that already, is the process of working with the default mind to expand it by applying the intentional mind, the writing, the dialogue that you create with that. As you do that, default mind is reformed, becomes a new default. What was previously holding you back now is becoming an engine of growth. And we all go through that. Default mind, that's another mind habit that we've been exploring, has a negativity biased mind habit. It only looks for problems and what is not working. That's its job. And it's doing it perfectly well. It's the intentional mind's job to take those default interpretations and transmute them, transform them, work with them. And what a win. What a beautiful way of inner work. So, under your mind habits, enter this new mind habit. Negativity biased mind habit. When it comes up, just remember there is something to work with. There is gold. And engage the intentional mind, perhaps for now through journaling, dialoguing. This is part of the process. It's not something extra that you want to get rid of. This is it. This is it. These are the opportunities. These are the steps. That's how it works. You are not failing. You are not falling behind. You're just in the process. Well, I want to just close it up by saying, well done for the work you're doing. This is it. You're on the path. That's how it works. All right, I hope this helps you. All the best.